Hello and welcome to part 21 of making my fighting game NIE. It has been quite a while, and our main thing of interest today is out of block attacks. All characters have them, they're all visible in the game. Some of them do more than others. Some of them are a little bit broken, like this one where you can still do your out of block and then move. But that's just because character E has it programmed into himself to be able to move and do any attack. So I just need to limit that for the sake of out of block in particular. Or I could change it to where I have the figure follow him, the spear follow him. But as you can see in his lower forms, he doesn't summon the spear, he only summons it in his two lower forms. And even then, the sphere itself changes in resolution. If you can see the polygon lines at the edge of it, they are there, they are different. It is a smoother circle when he's bigger. And I just need to create that sphere for the lower forms as well because they need to be separate objects so they can deal damage, which is much easier to do when you have a separate object like this already being summoned. For character E, or sorry, for character N, Nambi, we get to finally use the skeleton more. So now we can do attacks like that. Though it can hit twice if you have the right angle. Boom boom, hits twice. Boom boom, hits twice. Vector form, boom boom, hits twice. We didn't see this version. Let me increase his health back up. Boom boom, this is the low poly form. High pixel form. And low pixel form. Now we really only have one more character of things to go through. I'm sure I've made a lot more changes in the game since then, though it's kind of been a very much game-breaking situation since last time I've made this. Mainly due to this character, Insect. His out-of-block attack has completely broken the game to the point where I basically need to remake it. Because it does stuff like this. Which, honestly, doesn't break the game as much in 3D or in either the lower stage where it just, oh yeah, let me summon both worms, I can go through the worm, do whatever, yada yada, high pixel form, easy peasy. The real issue is when you're in Vector. You can't see the frame rate because it's blocked by my face, but right now it's sitting right around 60. I do this, it crashes all the way down to 8. So what I need to do there is I probably just need to decrease the resolution of those worms it summons just in half or something, see if that makes it better. And then also I still need to go in and make some more fixes to this version of it. I think if you're as far as possible, you might be able to see the back of the worm. Nope, never mind, you can't see the back of the worm ever. So that is awesome. I don't know how that happened, because I figured it would have at some point. Maybe you just teleport further than with this one, where it's like this. You're seeing a ton of the worm. Maybe you see less of the worm with this, or maybe you're just teleporting further. Either way, it works. Both forms go around. You meet your phantom form, you guys clap. It works obviously just a bit better in the pixels because some of what's happening in this resolution is based off ticks. Where it's like, oh yeah, it decreases and increases by tick for the resolution change. Where it's not exactly going at a consistent, smooth rate by the frame, which I could do, but then that would be very, very, very specific and would decrease the smoothness of it. So the only thing I could do is I could basically get your frame rate maybe somehow and decrease it based off of that. And then we can kind of go over here because I had to change some more things. And I think I still have this out of box, yeah, this collision box over here, which already was changing things for like this to make sure that you weren't going out of bounds, or you weren't dragging the opponent out of bounds when you go like that, because it always pushes you forward far enough to where you're not going to do that. And now the same thing happens even when you do your summoning worm attack. It teleports you. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I didn't fix it for all forms. You know, that too makes a lot of sense. I think I might have only fixed it for the 3D form. Yup. Once again, that's another easy fix. That's nothing for me to really be concerned about. I already know how to fix that. You just kind of change the variables, you change the way it happens, you're good. Boom boom. Easy peasy. The bigger issue that I'm running into is when I try to load this game outside of the editor, it crashes everything. And the reason for that is too many of my things are intertwined. And if you look at the size map, which is on my other screen, drag it over, 36.4 gigabytes. That is basically causing to spawn whenever it summons anything. The biggest culprit is freaking apparently AVP lower character I, so I don't know how that happened. But that is intriguing. Grab character eye, vector character eye. So yeah, vector character eye is actually the bigger one. But I need to figure out how to like disconnect a lot of my things, make it to where they're all soft references rather than hard references. And that might be my only hope of salvaging this game and still being able to make it a releasable game at some point because boy, right now it's obviously not gonna help that I have another game open, but if I try to open this game at all, it's going to open the redirectory level that it's set to open pretty instantaneously, and then it's going to try to open the next level, and then it's going to crash. Unless somehow my computer forms a miracle right now and is able to do all of it. But also with my Unreal still running, I find it unlikely that it's going to be able to do all of this. Unless my computer was really just having a horrible day, but still, I think there's a lot that I need to change just due to the size of the side sheet of whatever we just looked at. I was watching a few videos a couple months ago about how to optimize all that, but then I just got bogged down with life and then eventually finally getting a lot of these animations done. Once I'm done with this video, I'm either gonna start just working directly on that or fix the base issues that I'm still seeing in the game, such as with the worm whenever evenings when you're studying the worms when you're recorded. Going through it. Yeah, man, my recording is just going through the rears. I don't even know if you're hearing a lot, but I'm surprised it's attempting to load for this long. This is the longest I've seen it go. Normally, it already crashes by now. So my computer is definitely trying to perform some sort of miracle. Open like the main menu level. I still need to change, and I can just swap out the characters on the main menu for the sake of not having it be the characters that actually are the playable characters in game, because those take up obviously a ton of space. And that'll be the first optimally usable. And just like get rid of this page, but the fact that it's been going for so long intrigues me. And this is such a short video anyway. For like 4 months of me not posting. I could go step by step with a lot of my smaller assets that I've made, but I don't think there's really a need to. A lot of them are pretty self-explanatory. The only really interesting things is me messing again with a lot of material shifts. The materials becoming more or less transparent. How I did that, that's always a pretty interesting thing, but I could make a tutorial video of that if I feel like it. Overall, this is just intriguing. Let me pull up Task Manager. So I'm really impressed that this hasn't killed itself yet. Yeah, 'cause right now my memory's sitting at 99%. This NIE is doing that. Is there multiple NIEs running right now? That could be something. There are. That's pretty funny. Let's close one of them. Holy heck. Yeah. What I'm seeing right now is pretty wild. Okay, now it's just one, two, still two, and task. Okay. Unless one of them was the Unreal, but I don't think it was. But we can close Unreal anyway. See if that gives us a bit more memory to work with. Yeah, but I don't think this is gonna get to the point where it can open anyway. I'm just impressed that it hasn't crashed already. There we go. Finally. Out of memory, trying to allocate rendering source. Make sure your card is minimum required. Yeah. What's my minimum requirement? Probably the 36 gigabytes. Point being, game kind of broken. I really need to focus on remaking it. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I apologize for how short of a video this is. I know it's been a long time, but oh goodness. Next video might not be much of an update visually, but systematically, I need to change everything around. So just having another functional version of the game that you can open in Windows, that's the goal. That really is the goal, as well as just fixing the general issues we experienced while making this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope the rest of you guys' year goes amazing.